last week in outer space, we are talking again about how to launch our faith in Jesus to new heights. We have one more asteroid storm to fly through today. This one is the craziest one yet. So get up on your feet and get ready to dodge those asteroids.
Get ready to dodge all the space junk flying your way. Jump up, duck down, lean left, lean right, and clap to fire. Here we go. Well done, space crew.
Whew. I hope you all survived our last asteroid storm. Let's stay standing and worship God together with a song.
Get ready.
Go! Jesus came to save us. We know there's power in His name. We owe it all to Him who loved us. We owe it all to Him who came. So jump up, hands in fist bump. We win. So jump up, hands in fist bump. We win. We know Jesus came to save us. We know there's power in His name. We owe it all to Him who loved us. We owe it all to Him who came. So jump up, hands in fist bump. We win. So jump up, hands in fist bump. We win. So jump up, hands in fist bump. We win. So jump up, hands in fist bump. We
Winner! You've unlocked the next level.
I hope you guys like that song. And so today for our lesson, we're going to hear a story about a group of people who all had really dirty feet, and one person named Jesus who decided to wash their feet for them. We're going to learn about how we can serve others. That's what this story is going to teach us right now, and how we can launch our faith to new heights with God when we serve others. And that's our big idea for this week. And that's what we're learning about today, that we can serve others. So let's watch the video and learn more about this.
I'm Bobby and I grew up on my family's farm. I moved to the big city, let adventure take me far. It's Hobbies with Bobby, yeah! This is Hobbies with Bobby.
Welcome back to the craft basement in my family's farm. I've been trying to convert these bottles into bird feeders, but I got myself covered in glue, birdseed, and bottle bits. I'm gonna have to clean this mess up. Give me a second here. I'm gonna take this load out to the recycling bin. You guys, I just came back from the recycling bins, and they're next to my neighbor Farmer Mason's trash and recycling bins, and someone knocked them all over. What a cruel thing to do. There's trash ripped up all over the front yard. It smells terrible. What should I do? If I go tell him, maybe he'll think I did it. I could just leave it and he'll discover it soon enough, right? I could help clean it up. Ugh, it's so gross and it's all over and right by the road. What if someone from school drives by and think it's me picking up gross and smelly garbage? What a geek with goggles and gloves and something to plug my nose. I'll be honest with you, no one will know if I don't do it. Farmer Mason could do it himself. I mean, it is his trash, right? Have you ever spilled something? I have. In my family, we have a tradition. If you spill something, everyone else helps you clean it up. You already feel embarrassed and silly for having spilled, so the rest of our family helps you clean it up. But this seems way more gross than just a spilled drink or something. Do you think there's a Bible story that could give me some guidance here? Let's take a look.
It's Bible time, time for the Bible, yeah! It's Bible time with Bobby.
The Bible story this week comes from the book of John, and it happens right before Jesus is killed and comes back to life. This is actually the story of what happened right before his last meal with his friends. If you could have a big party with your friends, what is your favorite food you'd want to eat? Quickly, tell the person next to you. All of Jesus' friends arrived at their last meal together, and normally a servant in the house would wash everyone's feet before they entered the house. It was their way of welcoming people in and getting ready for supper. But for this meal, even though Jesus was their leader, he took off his nice clothes, bent down, and washed their feet. One of Jesus' followers named Peter was uncomfortable. He didn't want someone he looked up to touching his feet. But Jesus insisted, and then told him that he was setting an example for how everyone, even the important people like leaders and teachers, need to be willing to serve, that they should follow his example. He finished the story by saying, "A new command I give you, love one another, as I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another." Wait a second. We don't do anything like wash our guests' feet anymore. Hey, Miss Sophie, do you have an example of how this might fit for us now?
There has to be more here. More here. There has to be more here.
Thanks for asking, Bobby, and hello, everyone. Well, in Bible times, they didn't have cars or trains or bicycles or buses to go places. They mainly rode on animals or walked everywhere. When they walked, they didn't have nice concrete or pavement roads. They had dirt roads. And on top of that, they didn't have nice closed-toed shoes or sneakers. They mostly wore flat sandals. So if you think your feet can get dirty or smelly, imagine that you only wore sandals, walked everywhere you went on dirt roads, and there was animal poop everywhere. Your feet would be triple gross, right? Well, Jesus wanted to show an extreme example of serving our neighbors, even when it would be dirty, gross, or embarrassing. Jesus says at the end that the new commandment he is giving them is to love one another, and washing feet is how he chose to model that love for them. Bobby, what do you think about that?
Wow, okay, that's a pretty extreme example of Jesus doing something to love his friends. Jesus models for us that it's okay to risk embarrassment to help others. That can be difficult, but loving others is what Jesus tells us to do. It's how people will know I follow Jesus. I think that means I need to go clean up Farmer Mason's garbage bins, even if someone might see me and make fun of me at school. Okay, I'm gonna find some gloves and pick up the trash so I can serve others like Jesus. Guess what? It went great. I started picking up the trash, and Farmer Mason saw me working, and he came out to help. He knew I didn't do it because we found some possum tracks around the trash can and bite marks on the trash. We cleaned it up quick, and then his family invited me in for some lasagna, my favorite food. Today, I learned that Jesus wants us to love others by serving them, even if it can be embarrassing or hard for us to do. This week, what are some ways you can love people by serving them? Think about that silently for 5 seconds. I want you to come up with one example of how you can serve others. Ready? Silent thinking. All right, I'm excited for you to be able to put your love into action. Remember, we can serve others. I hope to see you again soon. Have a great week loving others. Bye.
This is Hobbies with Bobby.
What a story. So back then, people either washed their feet for themselves or they would let the least important person in the room wash their feet for them. That's why it was so surprising when Jesus decided to wash his friends' feet. Jesus' friends knew that Jesus wasn't the least important person in the room. Jesus was the most important person in the room. So why do you think Jesus decided to wash his friends' feet? Because his friends needed it. foot washing was gross, but Jesus's friends needed their feet washed. And because he loved them, by washing their feet, Jesus was showing his friends that he cared about them so much that he'd even do something gross to serve them. And because he wanted to teach them and set an example for them to follow, he told his disciples to wash each other's feet now that he had washed his feet. So do you think Jesus was really wanting them to walk around and wash everyone's feet? Does he really want us to walk around and wash all of our friends' feet? Well, not really. So maybe washing a friend's feet could be nice, but that's not exactly what Jesus meant. Jesus knew there were all sorts of ways we could serve and take care of each other and show love to the people around us. He wanted his friends to take care of others like he had taken care of them. He wants us to go around and encourage others and serve others and show love to others, just like washing feet is to his disciples. So let's take a minute to talk about that question that Bobby asked you to think about in the video. And you can talk about it with the family around you right now. How can you serve others? So pause the video and take some time to talk with your family about how you and your family can serve others. Great. Now that you are back, I wanted to talk to you about an activity that you can do this week and to get our brains working on how we can serve the people around us and show the love of Jesus. There are so many ways to serve others. Some of the ways we can serve others are easy, but others can be really hard. When we remember how much Jesus loves us, it makes our job of showing love to others seem a lot easier. We can serve each other when we help each other, encourage each other, share with each other, and give to each other. This week, I hope you remember how exciting it is that we can serve others. When we serve others like Jesus served others, we get to see God launch our faith and other people's faith to even greater heights. So I have an activity for you to do to help you remember. You can print off this rocket ship. The link is in your newsletter or on our website, and all you have to do is print it off, and then I want you to color this page, and then in the center, right where the astronaut would be, you can write one way you are going to serve someone this week. Once you are done, I want you to put this paper up somewhere where you're going to see it every day, like in the kitchen or in your bedroom or at the bathroom mirror, and so that you will remember each day to serve the people around you. Let's end our lesson today with a couple of discussion questions. So take some time to pause the video and discuss these next two questions with the family around you. So the first one is, what is one way to serve the people in your family this week? And then the other one is, what is one way you can serve the people in your community this week? So pause the video and discuss those two questions. Thanks for coming back. That brings us to the end of our lesson today. I hope you had some great discussions with the people around you. Thanks so much for taking part in this week's lesson and learning about our big idea this week, which is we can serve others. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.